Today, we will be discussing the theme of vulnerability of the weak in the novel In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. Our novel In Cold Blood by Truman Capote is about two criminals, Perry and Dick, who went to Kansas to rob the house of the Clutter family. When they went to rob them, they couldn't find any money they thought the Clutters had. They ended up killing them to get rid of witnesses. After that, it was a wild goose chase between Perry, Dick, and the murder case detective Dewey. By the end of the story, Dewey catches Dick and Perry, and they are sentenced to be hanged.
Truman Capote was an American novelist, screenwriter, playwright, and actor. He wrote short stories, novels, plays, and nonfiction. Capote began his professional career writing short stories, and he earned most of his fame with his nonfiction novel, In Cold Blood. Capote worked on the novel for 4 years with the help of a fellow author, Harper Lee.
Our theme is Vulnerability of the Weak. Vulnerability of the weak is taking advantage of people who are easily persuaded or convinced to do things against their own thoughts. This theme applies to the story because people are persuaded into doing things they didn't initially plan to do.
The theme of vulnerability of the weak can be applied to the character Perry. Perry is a small but muscular man. He is said to be calm, but was the most brutal of the two criminals. Perry was someone who would do something for another so they would like him, and Dick took advantage of that. He believed that he could make Perry kill the Clutters for him, and he did.
The theme, vulnerability of the weak, applies to Perry and Dick conflict. Perry is easily influenced by Dick because Dick is the more dominant one in the relationship. Although Perry doesn't fully agree with some of the things Dick does, Perry still follows along with him because Perry is the weaker-minded person. Another instance of the theme in a conflict is when Dick wants to take advantage of a vulnerable Nancy. Dick wants to rape Nancy, but Perry stops him while threatening to kill Dick if he does. While Dick is the usual dominant one, Perry stands up to Dick, causing conflict.
The setting takes place at the Clutters' house. Dick and Perry just wanted to rob the Clutters because they thought they had money in the house and they didn't. So Perry just wanted to leave, but Dick decided he wanted to do more, so he convinced Perry to help him in his act of killing them, and that shows vulnerability of the weak.
We are able to relate this theme to the real world through teens and young adults. In high school, people really want others to like them, and this can make them vulnerable. If someone is really desperate enough, they will let their every action be determined by another person, just as long as they think they are gaining a friend. This happens a lot in high school, and most kids don't even realize they're being taken advantage of. I am able to relate to this theme because when I was in elementary school, I wanted everyone to like me, so I would follow what they did and do what they told me to do. But after elementary school, I realized that I should stop following others and do what I wanted to do.
I have a cousin who is bullied a lot at her school. She is vulnerable and weak because she never stands up for herself and continues to let the kids make fun of her.
Vulnerability of the weak applies to me because I always tell my friends what games to play, and they listen.
Created using Powtoon.